Well, we back. And the thing is, I'm sorry on the lack of podcast, man. I'm a solo dolo guy, I guess. I don't know. Um what I want to focus on is really just reviewing the year. It's like last year. And I'm doing it right before the year ends because I'm not gonna about to do it January 1st or 2nd. That's not my role. That's how I do not roll that way. And we're just gonna do it, 2023 style, right before the year ends. And no matter what I got tomorrow going on, I got work, but it don't matter. We get it done now. Might be an hour or less. Who knows? Okay, let's get right to it. So, oh, hold on. Before I begin, I want to preface I did not plan as much as I usually do. So, yeah. Anyways, many ups and downs. Let's be honest. All of them I feel like should have happened. Just one of those things like life goes on, right? You have to realize ups and downs will happen regardless. You live with it or you don't. So, and yeah. No matter how down, you can still say, yeah, I deserve that. And if you didn't, then you could say that as well. It's one of those things like ups and downs happen to everybody, and it's okay. It depends on if you deserved it, what your intention was, all that jazz. And yeah, I come to realize, I one of the things I've realized right away throughout this year, I feel like is one of those things that like I'll get into right away. Is like I have too many hats and skills that I realize I've created over the years in education, all that stuff. But I'm just like getting confused in all of them. Post graduation. Oh, I didn't even touch on that first. I didn't even touch on that. I graduated, bro. What? From college, man. Yeah. I wish I did a podcast right after college, talking about only college stuff, but like, that's kind of weird. Not really. It's not weird, but I could have gotten some juicy drama. But drama, don't need to rehash drama unless you're trying to like get intel of some sort or some other purpose, right? But it's just weird to try like drag out that stuff back to light when it needs to stay in the dark. You feel me? Like, I'm not a drama person anyway, so I didn't want to get into it. I could have done a podcast with like that, but it's whatever. Anyways, it was just an idea. But to recap college real quick, college is cool, man. Was it worth it? I mean, yeah, but was it truly worth it for what I want to do with video? Not really. That's what I've come to realize. Because all the things I'm learning, I've learned on my own. That's how it was since I did my career change mid 4 years. So it is what it is. Don't need to say much more. I've already talked about it probably in my last podcast. I don't want to yap on about my life too much. Just want to sweet and simple. And yeah, just get straight to the point. I realized when I'm doing these podcasts, I really yap about blah, 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 you know what I'm saying? Like, it's bad. It's bad. um, um, okay, so what I was talking about for, yeah, college, I mean, it was a cool experience. Just to finish off college real quick. I mean, friends, get some lifelong friends for sure. Especially with people you've hanged out the most, of course. That's naturally how it is. Hopefully that stays away with the people that, I chatted to. I've always had a connection with, whether strong or not. I feel like there should be something there. As long as, we always, had some nice chats. And sometimes there was bad chats. That's okay too. I mean, bad or good, love-hate relationship, whatever it was, as long as it was healthy enough to stay strong to this day. It doesn't have to stay strong forever, but strong enough to like be like, hey, what's up? How you doing? How's life? Like you know, that's fine with me. We still good. We still good. You know what I'm saying? All love. You feel me? All love. But you gotta finish that heart. No, I'll finish it for you. Okay. Okay. Anyways, um, I'm just rambling on again. But yeah, I mean, I didn't really have plans to talk about college in this recap. It was a great experience, a lot of memories, and hope to not really relive those memories too much because my senior year was pretty boring. In terms of classes but I was struggling with that injury going back into track. That sucked. That's why I made a separate video about that because yeah. And I don't know, maybe I'll do something more with that in the future. No, probably not. It could be a little documentary idea. I don't know. I don't know. Whatever. Maybe not. But it is what it is. But that's like a thing that happens with everybody. I just want to like create an epic video about it, you know. We'll go watch that. Go watch that, by the way. And yeah. Next thing was so what I was talking about before is what I've come to realize. Like I said before, is there's many skills and things that I've learned over the years. I know how to play violin. I know how to do this and that, whatever. And creating videos is one that I'm focused on right now. And that's the thing I've been neglecting the most. So I really wish not wish, not desire, I want to focus on as much as I could and as much as I can throughout this next year, which kind of gets in resolutions as well. But yeah, creating videos is what I feel like I want to do, even though it might not be easy to do. It's not like oh my god. I realized also that I'm not really a great video editor. I'm more of a videographer. I know how to get the shots more because I got that vision. But yeah, I've just come to realize that and then also I need a lot to learn, a lot to do, not a lot of experience to gain, and playing around, practicing, simple practicing, getting used to the cameras, making the right whatever, etc., etc. I don't want to bore you with like the technical stuff, but yeah. And the main reason why I want to create videos is mainly just to blow people's minds away with the story, the concept, the vibe the video gives off of, like just everything that a video is like, capable of doing. I want to just like amplify it the best way possible, and whether it be visual or sound or whatever, right? And yeah, I just have these ideas I have about certain videos I want to do, but the thing is I have to be able to represent that in the actual video, not just have it in my mind. So yeah, I just want to be a better video creator in general. That's what I've come to realize this year, and I've been neglecting that focus because too many hats, too many worries about other things that I don't need to worry about. Yeah, so focus more on me and how I'm gonna grow. That's the main thing in terms of my career, and steer that boat better. Yeah. And that's the other thing where it comes down to what I need to do in 2024. Huh? A lot. I ain't doing enough. I also realized pressure makes diamonds. I need to put more pressure. Come on. No, I don't want to create too much stress either. That's the thing. That's one of the things I realized last year, and when I started doing more videos. Well, back in 22, more back in 2022, when I did more videos. I was stressing about school and also video editing, and it's not having much time. So I also need to find faster efficiency methods to create videos because I'm just slow poking. But yeah, it's just issues. I'm just pointing out things I need to improve on. And that just comes down to routine. That's what I've come to realize. Routine. Putting the calendar events should be like, I should be doing. I feel like a routine will help me a lot in structuring my time wisely. Even though there might be like, I don't know, curveball with my said job or part time, whatever it is, right? That comes up, and I have to adjust. But keeping like a somewhat strict plan on what I want to do every day, health wise, mental, and also there's good routine and all that will help me be focused on being motivated in whatever project I'll be working on, whatever it be, whatever video and whatever shindig, whatever I am working on at the time. I'll still be doing other things other than just video stuff, like my job and other little adventures that could be like a side hustle, I guess you'd say. But focusing on video is what I really need to work on. That's what I come to realize, man. Oh, and shout out the audio quality. If you notice the audio quality, by the way, my boy A, he gave me this. He let me borrow this. Shout out to him for the quality mic. I need to get my own eventually. Anyways, just want to touch on that. And yeah. As you can tell, this podcast is really up in the air because I didn't really plan that much, but it had to be done, boy. So yeah, that's so the routine thing is a huge thing I want to get into in 2024 because making it a healthy habit to live life happiest and most optimal. Not just a guessing game all the time, Yes, I hate that sometimes, Sometimes it happens socializing well, like, what, you want to hang out now? What? I wanted to do this instead. I was planning to do this, girl, guy, whatever it is, whoever I'm hanging out with, right? Like, it sucks sometimes when there's curveballs being thrown at you when they're very unexpected, but it is what it is. That's life. But creating a weekly routine is definitely worth getting into more, and that's what I need to do. I be slacking, that's all. And just focus my lens towards my goals and careers more, and yeah. I just want to know what's next. Because sometimes I don't know what's next. I'm up in the air like, what am I supposed to be working on? What do I want to learn next? And having like a structure or plan definitely helps guide me, my time, and everybody else around me to realize, oh shoot, busy guy, or I don't know. It's like just better overall planning wise would be great. Oh, and another realization I had with thinking about like routine and planning, all that stuff, was that it helps me feel more motivated and desire the future more in order, like, of course, anything that might get in the way, say like a said curveball, right? That's fine, but yeah, I just really want to get into that because then my future and my desires to like continue working on said thing or said project, whatever, it's more structured, more planned out, and things like that will eventually help me out in handling whatever load might be in the future in terms of task or a job per se, or whatever I get into, if it is get set gigs or side hustles, whatever. And yeah, I just want to test that out next year for sure. Routine is what I want to get into more, and I think it would be better for me and the people around me. Yeah. Ups and downs. Oh my god. Okay, so I talked about mainly the beginning stuff. Well, no, this things I realized and ups and downs stuff. But let's rewind all the way back to January. January was pretty. January was pretty stale. I was still working in my college. Okay, I didn't know what to do video wise, and I was really just steering a ship that was not steering itself well. I was still recovering from this injury. Yada yada yada. So January, February, March was pretty boring. I was getting closer and closer to being back on the track on my college, Carthage College, and yeah, it's like that, and also, yeah, January, February, March, April, May. I was getting back in the track, and also just graduating. Oh my God, final months together. Oh my God, I'm going to miss you. Like all the seniors all saying that all the time and whatnot, and etc. etc. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's kind of overplayed, but also realistic. Like, yeah, I'm gonna miss y'all for sure, you know. But like, am I though? Like, are we really genuine? Are we like 100% genuine? Like, are we actually feeling like, oh my god, I miss you? Like, that's the other thing. I'm like, stop saying it so many times. Oh my god. I don't know. I like to mock about that shit. um. Anyways, yeah. I mean, that love life. Oh, let's not talk about love life back then. Holy, that was depressing to look into. I mean, anyways, um, anyways, yeah, I don't want to even think about that because what I was trying to do back then was nothing in love life wise. So socially, I was just having fun. Last few months, college, just enjoying the last moments, and yeah, I wasn't really planning on my. I was planning on applying to job. I mean, I was applying to jobs all summer long too. So May, June, July. That's what I was doing. Also, just hanging out with friends here and there, and just relaxing. Really. Um, also trying to find an internship of whatnot, and I did. Thank the Lord, I found an internship, and it was great. Still going strong, and hopefully I'm just a good assistant of some sort for the squad there, the internship, and yeah, um, that in the hat. So yeah, job stuff. I mean, I don't really get into job stuff, but just want to really talk about video, and then yeah, and then the next thing with that. Well, now we're back up to like what, fall? Yeah. So August, September ish was when just yeah, just getting working on the internship really, focusing on that every week, and learning about the internship more since it's brand new still. Um and helping out with that, and not much else. I mean, oh, that's one of the topics I want to talk about too, like post grad life, post graduation. A bachelor degree is like really just mid, bro. It's mid. It's pretty boring. I mean, let's really talk about that. It's kind of like dry as fuck. No, no, it's not too bad, but it's also like you realize people, leave. Oh, you going there? You doing that? Oh, wow. Okay, do your thing. Do your thing. It's like you say that to a lot of people. You realize, oh, so many people far away. I need to find new friends, new homies. What about my other high school homies? Y'all still gonna be around? And like, I don't know. It's one of those things that like, it's tough, but also understandable, and also, I don't know. It's one of those things that like I don't want to bother people in the past too that that aren't moving away and just are still in college, right? Like the ones that weren't seniors. I don't want to bother them because they have their own life. I don't want to. They're busy all the time, whatnot. So I don't want to bother them either. And yeah, I'm over. I've always throughout my 4 years at college in general, socializing. I don't really contact too many people to like. I don't want to bother anybody. And yeah, that's my mentality. So I like being solo dolo, chill, doing my own thing. And yeah, that's really it with that. And then I got a goofy little topic I came up with. It's called only red flags or pet peeves I would have when looking at a woman. What does that mean, bro? Why looking at a woman only? Like what? Why did I come up with that? Uh That's so random. That's so random. Okay. Only red flags or pet peeves I would have when looking at a woman. Oh, I see what I was going with that. Um, Shoot. I mean, let's be honest. Red flag right away is too much makeup. Let's be honest. And especially if you don't know what you're doing with the makeup. Oh my god, yo! If you don't know how to do proper makeup, what's the point of wearing it? It's gonna look bad. I've seen girls overdo it / don't know what it looks like when it's supposed to look good. It could be just their face and structure of their face that might be the issue as well. They're probably doing it correctly, but it's maybe a facial thing. I don't know. I don't know if it's facial structure or both, or just technique, whatever. But that's one red flag for sure. Too much makeup, yeah, that's not it, bro. Oh, natural. I'm gonna need a natural. Natural is always bonita. But yeah, that's the only pet peeve I have. When I mean, if you thick, what type of thick? You know what I'm saying? Anyways, red flags or pet peeves. I don't want to get into it too much. Next topic I thought of was relationship update and advice from what I've learned so far. Understanding someone's emotions. Oh, okay. Relationship update. Oh my god, I am in a relationship. Oh my god, it's so sick. It came out of the blue. It came in. It was like, oh, wait, you there? What's up? And it just popped in my hand like, whoa, this is special. You know what I'm saying? It's like, dang, I never felt that before. You know, it's hard to explain per se because was like, poof, poof. You're right there, and yeah, and that's how that happened. Don't want to give her details or anything, but yeah, she's great. There's not much to say. I mean, it's a very similar person to me, I don't need to gas her up too much. She already get gassed up by me already, you know what I'm saying? And I don't think anyone would care anyways. But should I do a girlfriend vlog or something? Like, I don't know. Or a girlfriend podcast. I don't know. But yeah, the other thing I wanted to talk about was advice from what I've learned so far, understanding someone's emotions. So being in a relationship, I've had to deal with this a lot, It's one of those things that I didn't expect, It's first real relationship in like ever. And a lot to talk about with that in terms of like handling anyone's emotions, and it's not like it's crazy or anything. It's pretty normal. Obviously, the only thing is that everyone has their own way of spreading that, especially when you're besties. Like besties feel most comfortable and sharing all that stuff and all that. I've dealt with it a lot in college too, randomly from friends. And I was like, whoa, really? I didn't expect that. I was like, okay, yeah, I didn't think you were just share all that information with me. Like, I didn't think we're that tight, but okay, I'll absorb that. I'll give you my opinion or whatnot, whatever. And it happened randomly sometimes too, but it's one of those things that you just deal with it in the moment. And I'm that type of person where I'll help what I can. I don't think I'll love my opinion if we don't really connect that well too, personality wise. But if you want my opinion, I'll give you my opinion. You know, like I'm not gonna be negative or anything. I'll be as positive and hopeful as can be for you to be positive as well in return. So that's one of the things, like, I've realized I'm the type of person where I try to be as helpful as possible, even if I don't have the greatest response. You know, I give what I can, you know. And yeah, that's all I can really do. And understanding, being in that said person's position, handling with those emotions, there's a certain level of, like, I'm here but a therapist is up here, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's one of the things that, like, some people don't understand. That's what I've come to realize as I've grown older. Some people don't know how to handle their own emotions, and I haven't been able to do that as well. Like, growing up, I had to deal with that a lot, like getting bullied and stuff, all that jazz. Like, it's tough. It is tough, but eventually, when you tackle the emotions head on, you don't run away, you don't say no, you delve into it. You talk to said person or people that are associated with those emotions, etc., whatever it is, however it's connected. You have to hit it head on from the source. And if you can't, you have to find a way to get there. I'm not a therapist, but that's what I've learned so far, and that's one of the things that people just don't understand sometimes. And the truth hurts, but that's just how it is. That's the truth. No matter how hard it is to face the truth, I've had to face my ups and downs this past year, you know. I've lost friends this past year. That wasn't great. It wasn't the best moments of my life. Other stuff, and yeah, I mean, it's like, just gotta learn how to handle it. But I'm not, you know, one of those things that emotions, they're strong, right? But they're also something that you could learn to maneuver, control, not control, express, not express. But everyone should express their emotions. It's perfectly normal. Guy or girl, whatever. Everyone should deal with their emotions when they want to deal with them. And everyone has their own rights to express them, however they want to express it. But also in a manner that makes sense for all people associated. You know, you don't want to start yelling at someone because you thought it was right. Like, no, chill out. This guy's psychotic. You know, like, I don't know. There's many like what ifs, okay? Many things that could escalate that doesn't need to be escalated, you know? It can be handled in a better way, in a more more efficient manner, so that all parties aren't affected and all parties are happy at the end of the day. Even though not everyone is going to be happy dealing with emotions. That's one of the things that let me say this clearly. I don't understand how people don't want to face those emotions. Like, you have to face them. I love trying to face them, even though it might be the hardest thing for me sometimes, obviously. I just hate that. How people just run away from their emotions when you have to face it. You have to get into it. You have to have those awkward conversations. You have to have those uncomfortable conversations that you have to at least hack away at the issue. Hack away. You might not get all percentage of it first time you try, third time, 10th time, 30th try, but you must try because it will eventually get better. That's the good part about hacking away at something, right? It should get better. Just like how I want to do videos, I need to practice more. I need to keep hacking away. The grind don't stop, baby. It's the same thing. Emotions are just like getting that next level to the job. You know, it's gonna take time. It just takes time. And yeah, that's all. I don't know why I felt like so passionate about that, but yeah, I actually want to talk about that. And oh, another thing I realized: every girl, every guy, well, everybody. I mean, doesn't have to be. Why do I say girl first? Every person has their own aura, energy, etc. It's just, and it's the same thing for opposites. It's like have their own energy, aura, all that stuff. It's interesting because that's how I matched up so well with my relationship now. It's like that aura, that energy, that vibe is undeniable at first. That's why we clicked so quickly. That's why like I was surprised. Like, whoa, this is new. And I thought I had besties before. Like, whoa, this my bestie now. What? The only downside is like that is my bestie, so I can't just what's it called? I worry that I rely too much on the bestie, my relationship bestie, right? Too much to like I need to talk to other people. Like I can't just keep talking to you. Like I need to open my mind to other conversations. You know, like that's the only thing. I need to work on that more for sure. However I do that. But yeah. Because that's one of the things like you can't be closed minded, man. Life is too open, too many possibilities to be closed minded in this world, and bro, like you have to be open minded. I don't know how people are not sometimes, like, and we can get into politics with that because so many closed minded motherfuckers. So many closed minded. We're not gonna associate too. We're not gonna get into politics, but we could. But it's not a healthy relationship there. Like no one wants to hear about that. Unless we're talking about like some issue that needs to be talked about, sure, but I don't want to get into that stuff. But you get what I'm trying to say. Like, it can really get into closed-minded and open-minded people. Are very interesting, and I love open-minded people. So yeah, that's what I've learned also as well by myself. Like open-minded people are the best people out here. You know what I'm saying? But some people are very weird about it sometimes. But I mean, I don't know. I'm going to a tangent. So next topic. Oh, post-college. I'm still getting to post-college. I'm still into sports, of course. You know, track and field is still my thing. Still doing a side gig as a coach, and it's great. That's my new adventure, and it's definitely weird being a coach because, like, at the same time, you have to understand the said person that is brand new. It's like talking to a stranger and like trying to get to know them. It's like, hi guys, and like there's no response back. I'm like, bro, you got to interact with me too. You know, you're the athlete. You want the best out of me. You need to interact with me. I'm the knowledge. You have to interact with the boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on? Don't just like, what is going on through your head if you just what? But I mean, hey, I don't want to delve into it too much. I don't like to judge, but come on, bruh. That's one of the things that like you have to be in any education of any level, sports, life. You have to interact with said coach or teacher. Like that's the only way you learn the best. I don't know how people forget about that. Like that's one of the things that should be an essential key to learning in general. Like, you have to interact. Um, you have to interact. You really have to delve into the said task you're trying to learn. That's one of the things. Like, I'm not no teacher, but I mean that's pretty simple, right? Like, if you want to be successful in any topic that you're studying, you have to really delve into it, get into nitty gritty. And really, to me, right? Let's talk about video game. Oh my god, I love talking about video. But yeah, to really get into video, you have to get into details, the nitty gritty, the things that the guys up top are doing best on Instagram Reels, right? Or said documentaries or filmmaker. You have to get into nitty gritty details, so then you can implement them in your own stuff and make them your own. That's one of the things I've also. It was a conversation on Twitter. I think I saw from a creator talking about how, like, how content is always recycled, whatnot. But, like, for example, Leonardo da Vinci, whatever. Yeah, Leonardo da Vinci, I think his name is, the inventor. He's created many things. He has so many inventions, but it all came from one said source, right? He learned from other people. But the things that made him unique, and any creator unique, or any person that's successful now in terms of creating something, right? Whether it be art or an invention, etc., it all came from something. But you make it unique. You make it your own. That's the thing that, like, people forget. Like, to make something better, you have to make your own, so it evolves and something else flowers from it, something brand new. This is how inventions for science, right? Like, they start from said fundamentals, right? And then they make it their own. They add something, or they do this, something different, and they make it their own. Oh, they could be the next drug for cancer, the solution to whatever. That's something that people forget sometimes. Like, even for TikTok, like, people doing all those dances and stuff. No, you gotta make it your own. Make it more interesting for the viewer. Make it more eye-catching than just a simple dance. Do some it's. That's one of the things I want to delve into more with my stuff. I hope I put it on the YouTube channel in general. Like, when I create videos, that's the direction I want to get into. Whether it be storytelling or just making something my own. And it all starts from getting an idea from someone and making it better, right? So that's what I feel like people forget sometimes. Even with, like, simple things in life, whether not just be creating, it could literally just be anything. Any simple task you do, make it better by making it your own. Like, say it said organization skills or whatever, like lighting or getting water, or like something simple, make it your own. Like, make your life easier, but also more interested into what you do every day by making it your own. Oh, call me a preacher, because I'm bringing out the hot shit, okay? Okay. Next topic. Get into, I don't even know how we got into that topic, by the way. That was weird. Socializing post-college life. Oh, yeah. How we talked about that? Mental health. I mean, that, I don't know what to say about that one, but that's a crazy one. Your well-being is your best friend. What is it? One of the things people forget in mental health, right? I mean, some people know, some people don't. I mean, anyways, yeah. So what some people forget about mental health is that you really have to go back to the fundamentals of life. What you do on a daily. Make sure you're doing them. Make sure you push yourself to do it. And if you don't do any of that stuff, if you don't move around, that's depressing in itself. That is sad in itself. You have to move around, get to doing things, keep your mind off or whatever. That's one of the things, like, I don't know, whenever you get depressed, whatever his symptoms may be, like, there are methods in place that you can just Google and you can find something to help you out. That's like, I'm a big preacher on, like, whenever I'm trying to teach someone something, like, for example, as a coach, right, I've realized all the things that I need to teach. Either I could look back at whatever I've learned in the past, right, in terms of track, right, but also it could be on YouTube as well. If you really want to learn, get the nitty gritty about anything, learn for yourself. Put that time in to learn, to solve that solution, solve that problem, solve that mental health issue that you're having by just learning. Because that's why knowledge is power. I mean, very cliche, but very true, you know? It's, knowledge breaks down those barriers for you to discover the solutions that you never knew existed. Mmm. Say it with me now. Mmm. Okay, no. That was a goofball. Okay. The last few topics, I'm gonna keep this nice and short, right? It's only 40-ish minutes. Yeah. Okay, so ultimate plans of video making, like I said already, storytelling and just making my own. I mean, at this point, what is there to lose, right? The only thing that might be in my way is a job or just less time if I don't focus on that said video that I thought I had an idea of and I forgot it, etc. Whatever that happens, it's okay. I just gotta keep hashing away at it. Yeah. Last topic: self improvement in 2024 resolutions. I already delved into this already. What do I improve on? Everything. I mean, I say that, but will I do it? Yes. So, one of the things I definitely want to do, because I just came up with this a few days ago, do 10K steps a day. Yeah, exercise 10K steps, because if they see on Google, they see on statistics I can live longer, excuse me, you think I'm not taking that opportunity? Obviously, I need to also do diet with that. I need to do a healthy diet with it. I always struggle with the diet, but I'll do it. Okay, but yeah, I mean, diet and 10K steps is definitely like physical health goals I have for myself, and then also video. I already said this 1,000 times. The video I just want to create. I just need to create more. I need to be more efficient so I can edit faster, and everything's on me, right? Still, so I don't have a team. It's another thing that a lot of creators say. If you really want to level up and create the best work, you need to do it with the team and other eyeballs. Like, it makes sense, but right now it doesn't make sense. I mean, I could ask a friend's opinion, of course. I can do that too, but I don't know. But yeah, eventually I'll do that too, I guess. And then also video. Again, video, motherfucking video. Anything else? Anything else? Resolution wise, save up money to create better videos too. That's really, and also socializing. I mean, do I need to? Yeah, I should. But the thing is, right? I realize socializing is, it's not meant to be sometimes, because the reason why I say that is, like, socializing can be tough, especially with new people, because you have to learn about them, trust them and stuff. So, like, I might just hang out with old friends again, That would be fun for sure, of course. Oh, and I also wonder, how boring am I from 1 through 10? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are people's opinions on me? Like my past homies or teammates, etc., whatever it was, right? Like past friends in general, like, how boring am I? And if it's changed since I've graduated college. because I am definitely different now. A tad bit. I don't know. More chill, but also like, I don't know. College, I was a different person in college. It's just strange to talk about. It's the same thing back in high school. Like, I was a different person in high school. I was weirder then. Like, I don't know how to explain it. I just go through stages, I guess. I don't know how to explain it. Stages of craziness. But yeah, in terms of resolutions, yeah, socializing more. The reason why I want to talk about socializing was that whenever you're interacting with someone new, issues can occur. I just don't like handling issues. I don't want to like, but it does make you grow sometimes too, having those connections. And another thing in the video business world, if you really want to make it, you can't do it by yourself. It makes sense, right? And because when you grow with a team, you really get the opportunities that a team will have. You know, the right people around you, right squad to create that next step, the next level of content, video, whatever, etc. The gig may be. And they could also get into other successes, other tad bits of, and delve into other things that you can eventually gain from as well. But mainly the point I'm trying to make here is that socializing is a thing that is unavoidable. I need to tackle it. I'm not great at doing it because I'm not great at offhand talking sometimes, like talking to a stranger. What am I going to talk about? You know what I'm saying? Like basic stuff, right? Cool. But like, do I love talking about that stuff? No. It's just like rinse and repeat. That's what I hate about socializing. It's a rinse and repeat. But I have to make it unique to me. I gotta keep reminding myself that, you know, I'm unique. God damn it, I'm unique. I forget that, man. I need to make every conversation more of what I would like to talk about, but also what they would like to talk about as well. Make it interesting for both of us. You know, like it's one of those things like it's hard to describe exactly what that may look like, right? But trying is better than not. So making every moment unique will only create a better connection between said person and for me. Okay. We're about to hit the hour mark. We're almost there, but yeah, short one. I didn't really have much planned, but do I have more plans to do more podcasts? I don't know. Any homies want to join me? Any viewers want to join me? Open invite. The thing is, I tried to invite people before. Sometimes it didn't work. Sometimes whatnot. It's all about what are we going to talk about. And also, another factor is if I invite people, right, I have to have a connection with them. And the flow has to be nice and smooth. You know what I'm saying? Like, nice and smooth. And that's another factor in terms of podcasting in general. That's why you usually have your best friend as a partner in podcast. Whenever I see a other podcaster, like said, for example, for some reason, I've been watching Impulsive a lot. So Logan and Mike Malak, and they're a great duo. And they have their arguments sometimes, but they're still besties at the end of the day, and they're great to hear, even though their topics might be boring sometimes. But like, that's what the challenges are when the podcast in general. Like, you might not have the best conversations for like 10, 20 minutes, but the rest of the podcast, if it's an hour, it might be great. You know, like, it's just I worry about it's going to be 40 minutes of shit and 20 minutes of good stuff. That's what I'm worried about. And I don't want to be a boring podcast if I do invite said person, right? Like, there's a lot of things I think about. Okay, a lot of what ifs, a lot of like, what, but I just gotta try it out, see how it goes. YOLO. I might not even post it if I look back at the footage, right? Like, what's to say I can't try, right? So let's try. 2024. There's gonna be another guest. Who knows who? I'm pushing the envelope on that. I'm pushing the envelope on that one. But yeah, that's it, man. Happy New Year, y'all. Hopefully, your 2023 was peaceful. But if not, that's okay. Because you can make it more peaceful into 2024. Hopefully, you all have a great year. And hopefully, you all crush your resolutions. Or just work on them at whatever speed, accomplishment, percentage you want to, okay? I hope to at least try up to 50%, at least get halfway on all my goals, if not 100%, or close to 100%, okay? That's all that matters. So as long as you're trying, putting your best foot forward, and doing your goddamn best at whatever goal you have, it's all you need. And at that point, it's all perseverance, because it's got to keep repeating it until it's great to what you want it to be. Okay? 2024, let's go. Come on. All right. I have nothing else to say.